Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Live from My Mother's Basement with yours truly, comedian Mike Marino. We got a hell of a show lined up for you tonight. Let me say the name of my guest really quick so we can unmask ourselves. Tonight, we're featuring the comedy of Jaclyn Marfuggi. Jaclyn, thank you so much for coming to the makeshift basement. We can take this off.
Woo! Fully vaxxed.
She's fully vaccinated.
Ciao.
Okay, check you out.
I am.
As everybody knows, we always make sure that everybody who comes onto the show comes down to the basement. We do the right thing. We keep everything safe. I have been checked. I get checked usually just once a month before I do the actual podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And I have my guests get checked just about maybe 48 hours or 3 days before we do the podcast. She didn't have to be checked because she's got the actual vaccine, but you got checked anyway, didn't you?
I got checked anyway. I was working on a TV show, so we had to get checked like every day.
Yeah.
So it happened.
I was working on a TV show just a couple of days ago, and I had to get checked before I went down there. Isn't it amazing you got to get checked?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's kind of uncomfortable.
It's like an STD check, but we talk about this kind of check more, right?
All right, that's got to be the first joke right there. Could you imagine going on a date? Hey, listen, I don't got AIDS. Do you?
Do you? Did you get?
I don't got the cooties. Do you got the cooties?
Yeah, we definitely didn't check that at the Jersey Shore. That wasn't a topic of conversation.
Back in the day, when you think about what dating was like, the last thing you said to somebody was, listen, I like you, but you better show me some papers that you don't got the cooties.
Do the kids do that now?
I don't know. I say cooties just to be nice, but we know what we're talking about.
We know what kind of cooties those are. We don't want those cooties anywhere near our coochie. What? What?
Who said that?
Oh my God, I'm feeling feisty already.
Good for you. Remember, Jersey cooties was the crabs.
Oh yeah, I never had the crabs. I'm very just crab free.
Ask me if I ever had the crabs.
No, I know the answer to that.
And we'll be right back after this commercial break.
So Mike and I never go there. This is so funny. Hi guys, thank you for watching.
We were supposed to do a rant, but I guess we stepped over that.
Sorry.
I guess the actual rant is the cooties.
It's crabs. Hi Pamela. Hi.
Hi everybody. We're actually going to do question and answer.
Cool.
So in a little while, you'll see that everybody's going to have some great questions for either myself or Jaclyn Marfuggi. Now, Jaclyn Marfuggi is an extremely funny comedian. She's also an actress. She's here in Los Angeles, transplanted from the great state of New Jersey.
Yes.
She came over to my place here in Los Angeles tonight because she's in LA as well. And we thought it would be a great night to have some fun, talk about a big event that we're going to be doing together tomorrow night, and launch the May whatever it is together here in the makeshift basement.
Totally. This is the only basement my mom would allow me in. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, what if we were in New Jersey? Would she let you in that basement?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with my basement.
Your basement in New Jersey was fabulous. I had so much fun.
Well, that's right. You were on the Not So Late Show.
Yeah, I did the Not So Late Show.
Do we owe you money?
It was... Yeah. I'll make a call. Jesus.
You know what? No, I wrote that in my notes. We owe Jaclyn, I think, a big $20 bill.
This much.
That's
much. How we do it.
Yeah,
this much.
Oh, see, that's in my questions tonight for you, too.
Oh, God damn
Things
it.
Mom would say.
Too on brand for you.
See, we're too fast. This show's going to be over in like 2 minutes.
No,
all right.
It's not.
We're here with Jaclyn Marfuggi, and we're going to have a lot of fun. There's a lot of people already rifling in on Instagram. We're here on Facebook Live. And let's have some fun and talk about the food that we're going to eat on the show tonight, because we do have this thing where we eat on the show. And why don't we start off with you brought me something to drink.
I did. I brought you, Mike. Do you know what this is?
No.
Oh my God, guys. He says he's Italian and he doesn't know what Prosecco is. Does anyone else know what Prosecco is? Here, I'll do the influencer thing. Do you know how to do it, Mike? You put your hand behind it so everyone can see the label.
I don't even know how to do it.
You're learning. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to, I'm turning it the wrong way.
I'm influenced.
So there you go, Prosecco. Do you know how to open it?
Well, that I think I know how to do.
You know, wait, should we make Mike drink the Prosecco, guys?
Oh, shit. Okay, well, Prosecco. La Marca Prosecco sparkling wine.
Yes.
I do have a bottle of wine to drink on tonight's show, but why don't we save that wine? We can actually
I love that kind. It's a good kind.
do the right thing with that bottle of wine. We got that from our friend, and we're going to talk about our friend who put this gorgeous display of food on the table. But I guess I can go for a glass of Prosecco.
Prosecco. Do you know the drink of the summer?
No.
It's the Aperol Spritz, and it has Prosecco in it. You're welcome, Mike.
I don't know if I could say spritz. It's so not
Spritz.
manly. May I have some spritz?
That was good. My dad started drinking it years ago before it became cool, and now, yeah, it's everywhere.
All right.
I'll make you one when you come over this summer.
All right. Well,
Yes.
I'll start opening up this little bottle.
Okay.
But why don't we talk about what's going on in your career as a female entertainer in the industry dominated by, well, supposedly the males.
Yeah.
But a lot of things are changing these days. In fact, this project that I was working on
Mm-hmm.
has an undertone of that. I play a comedy club owner that gets busted for doing things he's not supposed to do.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I've actually been very lucky with comedy club owners. My first job in LA was working for Jamie Masada at the Laugh Factory.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. No, I started out the same way J-Lo did, Meg Ryan. I think Jennifer Aniston worked there at one point. Like
They worked for Jamie Masada?
Yeah, I don't know if he was working there at the time, but I started out, I was working at the Laugh Factory. That was my first job, and I always got treated amazing there. Shout out to the Laugh Factory. We love you.
Laugh Factory, Jamie Masada.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Masada is one of the most famous comedy club owners in the world. He owns the Laugh Factory in Hollywood, Long Beach, Reno, Nevada, Las Vegas, Chicago, and hopefully San Diego.
There you go. But I will say there was one show, and I won't name the club. It was a really big club. It was like a last minute gig for me, like a couple thousand seat theater. I remember walking in, and I don't know, I think it was the day. Woo!
Oh, shit.
Oppa!
Yeah.
No.
Boy, did I make a mess. And did you just yell something in
That's
Greek?
what he said.
I didn't even pull it. I didn't shake it. I didn't
do
pull
it. I was going to teach you the trick.
Oh.
Guys, live.
Oh my
Don't
God,
put
it's
your-
all
yeah.
over the place.
Look at that.
Oh, I got to get some glasses.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Mike.
Holy shit. Did you hear that thing pop?
That was such a good pop. I
I bet
thought
you
we
somebody
were.
in the neighborhood got shot.
I was like, are we downtown? What's happening?
Oh my God.
Oh, I feel like that topped any story I could tell at this point. Anyway, I asked the stage manager, I said, is there a minute light, a 5-minute light? And he went, I give you the get the fuck off the stage light.
Who said that?
I don't know his name. He was
See,
the
it's
stage
true to
manager.
form because that role I'm playing in this project is like something what that guy may or may not have said, something really mean and nasty
Right?
like that.
Like,
So explain to everybody what the light is in case they don't know.
So the light is, like, we usually know, like, you know, you have a 10-minute set, so the light goes on at 2 minutes, so you know you got to wrap it up. Get to your last joke.
Surprise, glasses.
Oh my God, where did that come from?
I'm afraid to be the one that pours. It's going to go all over my notes.
Do you want me to show you what you're supposed to do when you pour it?
Okay.
A little bubbly. You don't want to just pour straight through. So you guys, I feel like this is like mixology bartender lesson. So you're going to tip your glass for everyone watching, right? So you tip it so that way it doesn't bubble up as much. Do you know I'm like a certified mixologist? Like I'm like a professional at this.
All right.
I know. And yet all I like to do is like pour wine. Like that's it. Right?
Wow,
Look at
this
that.
is fantastic.
I know, you're welcome. Should our invisible glass magician, does she want a glass? Guys, I wish you could have a glass with us. Yeah, there we go. Salud.
Salud.
Salud. Thank you for having me.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah.
All right, well, here we go. This is my first experience with, what is it? Prosecco.
Oh, Prosecco. I was like, I'm Jaclyn. Guys, let's play a drinking game. Every time we say Jersey, take a sip.
Hey, this is really good.
It's not bad, right?
All right, let's play the drinking game.
Yeah.
Anybody who writes Jersey, we sip.
Yeah, how about that?
Just give me heartburn.
I know. Well, it's a bubbly. Do you need... Oh, there we go. Oh, you're such a gentleman. You're always looking out for everyone.
I try. I worry like an old lady.
I know. Guys, he says
You
he's
should
the
see
bad
some of the phone
boy.
calls they make. Is everything okay around the corner? I'm going to have a heart attack. Don't make me cry.
Just keep pouring yourself more. There you go. Okay, sorry. I derailed us.
Yes. This is really good. Where are my glasses? If anybody wants to say the word Jersey, we will drink until the Prosecco becomes Prilosec.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. That was really funny. That was off the cuff. Let's start off by saying this is like a sister to me. I protect this young lady like I do a lot of people who are close in my life, and I always will. Because show business is a nasty place. There's nasty people in it, and you got to stick together at least a little bit or somehow, right?
Oh, for sure.
Fair is fair. So she is actually engaged to a friend of mine.
Yeah.
I was friends with Tommy Caprio before they met.
Yes.
They didn't meet because of me, but can we say that?
Yeah, yes. No, you totally can.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you don't want anybody to know that you're taken.
I know. Mike, you just shut down my Instagram. Dates are getting canceled. Deals are ending. That's it.
Wait a minute.
Done.
There's 2 jerseys.
Salud. Thank you.
Salud.
Wow.
Somebody said Opa.
Opa. I know. I said that. I don't know why I said that. I think I want to go to Greece.
No, that's Billy Lipolis. He's Greek.
I love it. Oh,
He's a casting director in New Jersey. Hey, Billy.
Hi,
see you next
Billy.
week. See you in 2 weeks.
Does he spray Windex on everything to fix it?
Wow, that was fantastic. That's really, really good.
Good. Cool.
All right, I like that. So
Cool.
we're talking with Jaclyn. She's about to tell us about how she started in the business. She was working for a very, very famous man, and his name was Jamie Masada.
Yeah.
Like so many other female up-and-comers who usually wanted to do stand-up. But you mentioned some people who were into singing and dancing, which I guess a lot of the wait staff at that time, or even now that they're starting to reopen, is in the industry somewhere, somehow.
When I worked there, I didn't want to do stand-up yet. This was over 10 years ago. I literally was like, I'm quitting LA. I'm moving back to Jersey. And I went hiking on Runyon and had Dane Cook walk by me. And I was like, that's funny. At the time, he was like my favorite comic. This was like 15 years ago. And then I, the next day, got a call to come in and interview at the Laugh Factory. And so I went in, and unbeknownst to me, it was the best training ground for stand-up because I was there every single night watching these like headliner, watching you. We had never met. And like this guy would just slay every show. Like, and I was like, oh my God, Jersey. And you always had like you had your white dress shirt and like
I tried
the collar.
to look decent. I tried to look
everything.
the part.
Yeah, and working there, I got to see, stand-up every night. It was the best training ground. I may have dated a few stand-up comics. It's fine.
I don't know anything.
It's fine. I learned my lesson. Yes.
All right.
If we knew each other then, you wouldn't have let me.
Well, I'm so glad that you came down to the makeshift basement.
Yes.
Normally we do this over at my house, and you were at my house when we did the Not So Late show.
That's
we did some very, very funny skits. And we'll get you the skits. You take a look. We'll put them on the internet. Maybe we could get some TikToks out of that nonsense or, something like that.
I posted a TikTok dance today with Mike. Did anyone see it?
Oh my God, I'm so fat.
I think we need. I was so fat too in that TikTok. We've been in Jersey for way too long, and I definitely was probably 10 pounds heavier in that TikTok.
Oh my God! But that was a great night. We were at the.
We were at the Count Basie Theater.
Count Basie Theater is one of the most prestigious theaters in the United States. It could take you a lifetime to even just go watch a show. And we finally hit the big time, and we got to perform on that stage. And it was actually my 3rd time there. But the very first time that I got to go, the show was actually sponsored by your dad's company. And I wanted to bring that up on the show because her father works at Lucatelli Cheese. This is one of the last shirts. This is rare. If anybody wants to buy it, it's $1,000. Just write to me at MikeMarino.net. And for $1,000, I will give you the only shirt. I won't even wash it. And I'm sweating right now.
I know it's hot.
I even spilled some of that wine on here. Oh, the show's getting crazy. The show's getting crazy.
We're coming off the rails. I'm taking my Masters jacket. My dad was like, are you playing at the Masters anytime soon? What is that?
We'll be right back after this commercial break from Noxzema. But her dad was gracious enough to be one of the big sponsors of the Count Basie show that night.
Yeah.
And then
not the night I was there.
Well, as we moved forward, then we got you on stage at NJ Pack.
Yes, that was
which
one of
was
the best
2
nights.
sold-out shows, 500 people per show.
That was awesome.
And then from there, I guess we went to a few more, and then this year we went to Count Basie again when they only allowed in 150 people. But that's okay. We got more stuff coming
up. Do you know Count Basie was a bucket list thing for me?
To play?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
When I was younger, we saw Tony Danza there. And I remember just thinking it was like the coolest of the cool, like theater. So that was a huge deal.
Well, isn't that great?
Yeah. So thank you.
So I'm a little
forgot
bit
to thank
responsible for a bucket list in somebody else's life. It was a bucket list for me too. And now
Back in Jersey.
I kicked that bucket and I'm ready to kick that bucket again because it becomes addicting. However, you have to do what's right. You got to get it at the right time of year. You got to have the right people involved, and you got to involve more of what you do, let's say now on social media. So I'm slowly but surely starting to rename my show.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about the name Straight Out of My Mother's Basement.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
I was like, oh my God.
No, Straight Out of My Mother's Basement.
Okay.
A lot of people are starting to like my characters, and I want to do the characters on stage. But, you know, when you do like a 1 hour show for years and years and years, you're so polished that when you bring in something completely different, it's going to take a while for me to polish that type of a routine. Because now I'm improvising it and I get laughs.
Yeah.
But I'm prepared to say, oh, it ain't working, go back to the old shit.
I think, especially right now after this year, it's better to just do new, have fun with it, and just refresh. I feel like the audience can tell when you're sick of saying the same thing. Am I right? Yes. We don't care if it's that polished.
Right.
You know? Just go for it.
Right now, I just want to say you have a big fan writing in from Toronto, Canada, and he won't stop.
What is he saying?
Dino, I can't answer the phone while we're recording right now. Dino Mezzone in Montreal, Canada, is absolutely in love with you.
Oh.
So, Dino, if we ever come back out to Canada, this would be a perfect
Ciao, Dino. Ciao.
comedian to be on the show with me when we come back. Montreal is a great city. Of course, the Montreal Comedy Festival is every year in July.
I just submitted for that.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah, from footage from the Ha-Ha, which is where we're performing
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So this is all so great.
Yeah.
I am in love with Jaclyn. See, I told you.
Oh my God.
All right, stay tuned.
You.
We're going to take some questions for Jaclyn.
Yeah. You're in love with my comedy? I know. Everyone is.
Yes. It's all the comedy. It's all about the comedy.
Yeah.
Nothing else. We are getting ready to perform a get together again tomorrow night.
Yeah.
For the first time back at the Ha-Ha Comedy Club right here in North Hollywood, California. Now, the last time we performed at this club was in March of 2020.
We don't say the year anymore.
The whole year's a blur.
Yeah.
It was March of 2020. It was a Friday night, and they were telling us not that many people are going to come. There's a disease going through the United States now. It's really, really, really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So go on stage, make the 20 people in the room laugh, and call it a day. And that's what we did.
Yeah.
And here it is. This place has been closed this whole time. Just opened a couple of weeks ago to social distancing, only letting in 60 people.
Sold out shows.
And an outdoor patio. So tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
That's it.
Jaclyn Marfuggi, my good friend Stevie D. His real name is Dupla. I didn't even know his last name my whole life. I called him Stevie D. But he's going to be on the show, which I think he's hilarious because he does this whole thing about Trans Am Diaries. He's white trash.
Yeah.
And we're Guido and Guidette.
Right. Yes. Look at that.
Guido and Guidette. Don't mess with us.
I got a rock now. I'll really hurt you.
She got a rock on her hand. She'll fuck you up.
Exactly. No. Are you going, but you're going back to Jersey soon though.
I'm going to go back to Jersey on Thursday.
Yeah.
Because I have a show, which is a fundraiser for my hometown of Scotch Plains on Friday night. And it's going to be with the other club owner. What the hell's his name? I just found out that he's going to be on the show too.
Yeah.
Who owns the Stress Factory? Vinny Brandt.
Yeah. There you go. Hi, Vinny.
So I'm performing with Vinny Brandt on Friday night in a tiny little theater in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. I'm actually going to walk to the show. They're only going to let 30 people into this. It's a dance studio for children.
Oh,
It's adorable.
I teach dance classes. That would feel like home.
Yeah, well,
I miss dance studios.
This is a projection because I'm hoping that I'm going to get to film in that town again someday, somehow, somewhere, and we will do this. And so I'm going to do that, and then on Saturday night I'm going to the Mahopac Theater in Morristown. Now, technically, it was sold out at 150 tickets, but the governor said now you could do 250. So how they say you could add an extra 100 people, I have no idea, but I'm glad he didn't wait till Saturday. So we're going to do that, and then and so on and so forth. But right now, let's talk about what's going on in your career.
Oh, yeah. It's funny you said it's a male-dominated industry. We were talking about men in comedy earlier.
In stand-up, mostly. Because, I would say at least 90% of the time you go to a show, you're going to see a guy.
Oh, my God. And I feel like it's gotten worse now that everything's opened up. I see so many lineups that are just, again, all guys.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
But I was on an all-male lineup with every guy in the lineup had an HBO special and they were all really big. It was a Zoom show. And normally I don't like doing Zoom shows. We've talked about that, but I said yes. And I was lucky because there was two, very successful writer-producers watching. And now we're writing a show based on my stand-up.
Someone said Jersey.
Jersey. Solid. Woo! Look at me. I'm all red and flushed from the Prosecco.
So, something about sex.
No. So, yeah, I mean, even though it was an all-male comedy show and I was the only female on it, I still held my own and they liked me.
Of course
so now we're in development. I kind of thrive in environments like that. I grew up with a brother and a bunch of male cousins. I'm used to it. I just think the girls are just as funny as the boys. So, it should be equal.
This is fantastic.
Because
also when Jaclyn does perform with me and we're on tour, she's the only female in the show as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, it's really just me and one other guy.
Yeah.
So it's the three of us. Maybe eventually, because these next few shows I'm going to do with Elise DeLucci, we talked about her.
Unfamiliar.
Maybe there'll be two girls and two guys.
I would love that. I want to meet Elise.
Two girls and two guys, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And,
that'll be great. Do you guys want to see two girls, two guys?
I'd like to see two girls and just... Okay. Somebody said Jersey. Somebody said Jersey.
Okay.
Jersey.
Awkward. This is how I
didn't create the awkwardness. I'm a brother. Don't mess with me.
I know. I do this to my own brother, though. I
Look
feel
at Dino. Can't stop calling. He's dying to talk to you.
Oh,
Switch over to Facebook, Dino. We're over here.
Yeah, we're on Facebook.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
We're already 25 minutes into the show.
God.
You guys all know that we're performing together tomorrow night at the Ha Ha Comedy Club right here in North Hollywood.
Yeah.
Jaclyn was gracious enough to come over here with this delicious bottle of wine. Remember, if you keep yelling out Jersey, we'll keep taking sips. But we do have some fantastic catering sitting here on the show. And I think we should continue with the show as we sample some of the foods that are on the table. In my notes, I did want to talk about just one thing before we go to the happiness and the joy of what's on this table. I was downtown the other day, and I just really need to say this. Ladies and gentlemen, there is more homeless people in downtown Los Angeles than I've ever seen in my entire life. We're not talking about Skid Row. We're not talking about NoHo that I always talk about under the bridge. We're talking about downtown, an area with some of the most gorgeous buildings in the world from way back in the day. They used to have the Oscars in downtown LA at a big hotel down there, which is condemned. I forgot the name of it. I drove by it. It's on Spring Street, if I'm doing my history correctly. It's an old classic hotel.
I'm going to Google it.
Don't Google it.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Someone write in where the Oscars were downtown.
Well,
and then we'll take a sip.
There were thousands and thousands of tents everywhere. They were on the Judicial Building. They were on the Opera House steps. They were on the library steps. Every gorgeous building you can think of had tents, tons and tons of tents. And I just think it's really, really horrible because there's being millions and millions of dollars being spent on certain things. How is this not being taken care of? I mean, I wish I could be some kind of a bazillionaire and take care of it myself, but what are we going to do? It's
really sad. I saw a meme or something posted the other day saying, if you look at this and you're angry at the homeless, then, that's the problem. I feel like it's just so many people that are down on their luck. and we should be trying to help out the problem, not just talk shit about them.
Maybe have homeless day and everybody goes down to an area where there's homeless people and you bring food and you bring conversation and you bring, I don't know, laundry detergent and maybe you clean the people's houses or something or bring a new, there's toilets, they got porta johns everywhere.
Yeah.
It's almost like encouragement. Hey, it's okay, just camp out over here and go to the bathroom right there. We'll take care of it.
Exactly.
And it's one porta john per 300 people.
It's so crazy. I've never seen it like it is now in Los Angeles, at least. There is a company or an organization called #lunchbag that when I used to work at the parlor, they would come in and they would pack lunch bags for every, homeless person downtown. And they're still working, but I feel like it's just it's grown so much that it's hard for one organization to do it. What's so funny?
I don't mean to laugh. It's just.
When we were like.
Wait a minute. Look.
What did he
Oscars
say?
with the Millennium Biltmore Hotel.
Thank you.
He knows everything.
Trying to plug.
All right.
#lunchbag.
Let's do this too. There's also someone else is writing in. We're going to take questions and answers as we go to the food that's on this table, and you guys can all talk to Jaclyn. You got so many guy fans. But right now, Paul Simmons is saying hello. It's Paul from Jersey, Autism Radio. I'm going to be on his radio show, and we're doing a charity for autism radio on May 17th. So, Paul, thank you so much for the opportunity to allow me to be on the Zoom comedy show that I'm going to do with you. That's May 17th.
That's amazing.
And it's a Zoom, so everybody could just go to MikeMarino.net and you'll find out more information about that. But it's Paul Simmons who is on a radio. Paul, go ahead and say the name of the channel that your radio station on. I think it's 107.5 FM New Jersey. I don't know. I'm thinking off the top of my head. You should have Jaclyn on the show as well. I'm sure she'd be happy to.
Paul, I would love to be on.
Donate the time for autism.
I will be in New Jersey at the end of June, early July. So I'm
All right.
down.
So we'll end up doing some shows together.
Yeah, we can definitely.
You know who's doing shows? Jenkinson's on Tuesday nights in Point Pleasant.
That's literally
in
where
fact,
you're
being invited right now to the Wonder Bar in Asbury Park by the owner, Debbie DeLeese. Do you know Debbie?
Hi, Debbie. I don't know you, but I love Asbury, and I would love to come to the Wonder Bar. I've never been there, and I've always wanted to go.
There's Pammy. It's WNNJ 102.7. All right, I was way off.
Oh my God.
All right. But at least now we know where the Oscars were downtown, and I was right. And that hotel was probably the place to be at one time. Now it's just, it's disgusting.
A homeless encampment. It's awful. No. If anyone has any, organizations we can donate to or help out with, when it comes to the homeless downtown, or even, I live in West Hollywood and there's homeless there. Please put your link in the, hijacking your site.
You can
put your link in the comments so we can blast it out to everyone and do what we can.
Well, that's what Paul's doing right now. He's hijacking the show. Show is called Hope Saves the Day. Hope Saves the Day, May 17, starring Mike Marino. And I think if we can get Jaclyn Marfuggi to zoom in and do the show, I guess I should have asked before I committed her to the show.
Jesus.
Let's go to what's on this table, ladies and gentlemen, because you got two Italians from New Jersey here.
Yeah.
One comes from a family that works for Lucatelli Cheese.
Yeah, right there.
And we have Lucatelli Cheese on the table. But also on the table, we have some Italian delicacies. Mm-hmm. Tonight's show, the food is provided by... catering.
Guys, he practiced for...
Hey, wait a minute. Somebody said Jersey. Somebody said Jersey.
Tried.
I cannot be held responsible. I've been drinking. Catering provided by Foggia Italian Market and Deli in Lakewood, California. Now, everybody knows that I talk about Foggia all the time because when I go down there, Rob, the owner, and his wife, Linda, love to feed me. And I tell them all the time, please, I'm getting fat. But they feed me anyway. So tonight we decided we'd have a full-blown catering provided by...
That was good. You did it.
Foggia Italian Market and Deli.
Yes.
So,
do you guys want to see it? Am I allowed to show them?
Yes.
See?
We are having pasta, or as we say in New Jersey...
Rigatoni?
No, macaroni.
I don't call it macaroni.
You don't?
No, you and I call everything different.
You don't.
I call it sauce. You call it gravy.
There's gonna be a fight on tonight's show.
I know.
Somebody go get my boxing
Right?
glove.
That's why I was like, yeah, I call it pasta. Duh.
I say pasta.
I say pasta.
I never said pasta till
Yeah.
I moved to California.
Yeah, I say pasta.
Mommy said macaroni. Okay, so pasta.
Yeah,
And
pasta.
then I never said rigatoni, but that's what the pasta is.
That's my favorite.
Or the shape.
Yeah, cut.
The
Pasta
cut. The pasta cut.
Yeah.
You cut the cheese, you cut the pasta. And you say sauce, I said gravy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Look at everybody writing gravy now.
Oh.
You're starting a fight.
No, gravy's different. Gravy has the braciole in it. It has all the stuff. Sauce is just sauce you put on the pasta. I know you're thinking, okay, the sauce is the gravy you put on the pasta. No, it's sauce. Ask Joe Gorga. Is he here? Remember, we thought about this.
Joe Gorga from The Real Housewives.
He was on my side.
If I was a guy and I was on a show called The Real Housewives, I'd be like, I want my own show called The Real House Guys.
They're the best part. The Real House husbands are amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike, you gotta get
Joe, we got to get him back on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rigatoni.
Sorry.
She says sauce, I say gravy.
Yeah.
I say meatball.
I say meatball.
There's a meatball in that plate. This is the main course.
Do you know
Can I have some cheese, please?
Yes, you can have the Locatelli cheese.
Now's a good time to take in any questions for myself or Jaclyn. This is Locatelli cheese.
You
It's
say
not
Luca,
extremely...
it's Loca.
Loca.
Like living La Vida Loca.
Locatelli. Say sauce.
Sauce.
Look, see all the people? And look at Debbie's...
Thank
Debbie
you, Michael.
Delise owns the most famous club in Asbury Park, the Wonder Bar. I have an animal rescue, she's saying. If you have a dog, bring the pup to the Wonder Bar Yappy Hour. A Yappy Hour.
Oh, I want to come.
All right, let's do this. Now,
Okay.
some people put a fork in their cheese and put it on their macaroni. I shake.
Shake. It's always a shake.
And
See,
I go
we
like
agreed.
this. Bada bam. Would you like some cheese?
See. Yes. Look at that. Perfect. Love it.
Before we dig into our main course, we also have some phenomenal appetizers.
We have an
Now-
antipasto?
See, I never said that. My mother said on the boss. We'll be right back after this commercial break. On the boss.
Oh my God.
Yes, we do.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Now, the last time I did a show and the catering provided by Foggia was with, oh my God.
Lenoce?
Mike Lenoce. Mike Lenoce never talked. He just ate. He kept on. It was the funniest thing.
That sounds like Lenoce.
He never even said anything. He just kept going. I didn't know there was going to be food.
Mike and I, he probably did. We met over a decade ago. We were working at the same place and like we would all hang out after and Mike would come over and eat all the food in my kitchen. Like he would
really?
always eat all my food.
He's so cool.
Yeah, Mike's great.
Say, you know what? The three of us are going to do something together.
Exactly.
When you see the three of us on screen together.
Oh my God.
I had lunch with Angelo Sarucas today, who's not
Yeah.
Italian, but boy, does he got what I need. And you know I love Marco Asante. We are going to do something so
Yeah.
damn funny. And then catering provided by Foggia, Italian Market and Deli. Are you watching? Hey, there's Stevie D in Kentucky.
Stevie!
We have pimento cheese fancy. I only had government cheese. He's so white trash. Okay.
Deprived.
My boyfriend said, what kind of noodles do I make? I said, noodles. Don't ever say that in front of my mom. LOL.
Yeah.
It's pasta.
Thank you.
Well, I never said noodles and I never said pasta.
No, noodles are
I said
in
macaroni.
like ramen. Right? Ramen noodles.
Listen, I've been holding this way too long.
I know. You're such an influencer.
I'm an influencer. I'll make you get fat. Okay, in this plate.
He's shaking.
Because this is heavy. In this plate
Oh my God.
is some of the most delicious appetizers that you're ever going to want to have.
What's that one?
All right, so right now, here's pepperoni. This is a pepperoni sliced delicately into sizes of quarters, right? You like them?
Yeah, those are good.
All right, I'm going to put that in my plate.
Would you put pepperoni on pasta?
Well, yeah, but if the pepperoni was in chunks, in the gravy,
Yeah.
cooking with the meatballs and the braciole, it makes
Okay.
it soft, delicious, and and great. Yes.
You would.
Yes.
Okay. I would.
Right now, Italian American Magazine is watching this show, Richard Michelli. And
Ciao, Richard Michelli.
Rich, you got to put Jaclyn in your magazine.
Yes.
The last time I did a show with the singer Vanessa Racci, who banged it out. She's an unbelievable singer. And then she was put in Richard's magazine on the cover.
God.
So let's make that happen for Jaclyn. You two
Do
are
it.
great. Food looks delicious. Locatelli cheese is the best.
Right? Yes, Richard.
All right, there's an ad in that
Oh my
magazine.
God, this smells so good.
Yes, okay. Well, what she just picked up here is what?
Artichokes.
Artichokes.
Yes, but they're like marinated.
Marinated artichoke.
Right? Yeah.
Right? You take one or two, you put it in your plate. You don't eat like a gavon. Over here is...
Not like Lenoci.
He wouldn't even be talking right now.
No. We have mushrooms.
Marinated mushrooms.
Marinated.
Marinated mushrooms. Everything on this table is catering provided by Foggia Italian Market in Delhi. The amount of garlic coming out of this
It's a lot.
plate would make you drip sweat garlic balls.
Yes.
And then the last
Ew.
appetizer,
Garlic balls?
garlic bowl. This is
These are stuffed peppers.
ooh,
Right?
cherry pepper.
Oh, cherry pepper.
Little tiny cherry peppers. Now Mike
I want you to eat
Lenoche
one.
lost his mind.
Yeah, those are amazing. I feel bad for shaming you for shaking. That is heavy.
It's heavy.
It's really
After a while,
heavy.
it starts heavy. So what we're going to do now is let's all sample a nice appetizer right on camera so
Okay.
that you could see the reaction of us entertainers as we snack on this delicious
I want
food.
that. I want the pepper.
Go ahead, get your fork
Oh,
over there.
oh.
You want to finger the
I
cherry?
want- We've been tested. It's going insane. I'm an animal.
No, that was supposed to
I'm
be.
an animal.
That was supposed to be the question and answer that we were going to play. Like, what would your mother say if she saw you do this?
She would
That-
slap me.
she
She
would
wouldn't
slap
say
you.
anything. It would just
She
be
would,
like,
boom! She'd have cracked you right in the head.
yeah, no, that was an epic film.
Okay, but go ahead.
Oh my
Is
God.
that fucked up?
Oh my God.
See, you can't even talk.
Foggia, can I live inside your deli? Oh, that's incredible. What? And there's like a little spice to it,
It's such a kick
but
in
it's
the
not
ass.
too much. Like I just want, that's what I want for dinner.
Just that.
Just that.
You can have a sandwich of just this.
Yeah.
Now, these red cherry peppers are stuffed with some kind of love,
Yeah.
but it's cream cheese.
That's not cream cheese. Is it cream cheese? That feels like goat cheese. I feel like that's not cream cheese.
Couldn't you see us playing brother and sister in a TV show? Did you hear what she said? That's not cream cheese. Is that
Cream
cream cheese? That's an argument
I know.
waiting to have. Is that cream cheese? That's not cream
That's
cheese.
not cream cheese.
It's a cream cheese with garlic in it.
Oh, yeah. I could this
Now-
guy knows what he's talking about, guys.
Well, I just read the because he gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
Now, you go ahead and hit that.
Okay.
That is an artichoke, a marinated
I'm not gonna
artichoke
use
heart.
my fingers,
Now,
I promise.
artichoke hearts, to me, have a weird consistency. It kind of feels weird.
Yeah, they're kind of
They're like slippery.
yeah.
And they could spike in there. It's like, I don't know. Go ahead, try
Are
one.
these vegan?
Yeah. Vegan.
Vegan.
No.
It's perfect. They're not too oily. You know, it's the perfect say it.
Marinated.
Yeah, perfectly marinated. Mm-hmm.
But an artichoke heart also comes from, the whole artichoke. And I remember when I was younger, my grandmother made the greatest stuffed artichokes. You remember them?
Oh my God, you pull it off and then
You pull it off and you, whatever
Oh.
that little thing is, and it was bread in there.
Oh.
And then you pushed it all the way down to the artichoke heart. However, for some reason or other, when I ate a stuffed artichoke heart, when I got down to just a heart, you threw that out.
Oh, really?
It was creepy looking. It looked
I
like
would
a
eat
monster.
it. I would eat it like an apple.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, I know. It's gross. You try the next one. I don't want the mushroom.
The mushroom. I'm taking my fork from my personal dish.
No, your hand.
This is a marinated mushroom, and quite honestly, it is fantastic. Oh, it's soft and loaded with garlic. Watch this. Hey,
Oh my God.
how are you? Would you like to go to dinner?
At least we're we're both marinating in garlic. Right? We're in like a garlic COVID bubble.
Wait.
Not COVID-free bubble.
The amount of garlic in this mushroom was really insane.
Yeah, but it's good.
It's good.
I
It's
can
good
see
for
it,
you.
though. That's why I didn't want it.
My cholesterol level just went down 100 points. But if I had to pick the best out of all of these,
Yeah.
bada boom.
Yeah, that was, I mean, come on.
Stuffed cherry tomato.
I feel like we're bullying all of your fans right now by eating all of this. They like don't have any food. Like I feel bad, guys. You know.
All right. Here's what we do right now. Let's go ahead and take some questions for either myself or Jaclyn. While Jaclyn and I dig into our main course,
Yeah.
which of course is pasta
Pasta.
with
Oh, you.
sauce.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Debbie would love to help promote your organization. Love stuffed artichoke hearts. Terry James says, love you two together.
Oh, hi,
All
Teresa.
smiles. Hi, how's
that's
it,
my
Teresa?
cousin Teresa.
Oh,
Say hi,
Not
hi,
Terry?
Teresa.
hi, Terry.
Yeah, she's
Teresa.
Terry.
We're eating pasta.
Yes, she knows it's pasta.
Stuffed mozzarella.
Thank you for saying it right. Mozzarella.
Goat cheese as per Foggia.
It's goat cheese,
it
right?
was goat cheese that was in the stuffed
Thank
cherry
you.
tomato.
Who said it was goat cheese? I did.
You did? You did? All right, so it's goat cheese. Go ahead.
All right.
Stuffed mozzarella. No, it's not. Well,
I
some
wish it
people
was
love stuffed
mozzarella.
mozzarella.
I love mozzarella. You know what? What's your last meal? Like, what would you want your last meal to be?
Well, where am I going? To the electric chair?
Yeah. Like your last supper.
I actually, if I was going to go to the electric chair and I knew I was going to have to, that's pretty brutal.
I know. It's a dark question.
I think I would like to have my mother's meatloaf.
Oh.
My mother used to make the greatest meatloaf. Not the meatloaf with brown gravy. She made it with almost like a different kind of a sauce that had peppers and onions
Oh, a
and
sauce?
tomato. But it was for the meatloaf, not for the macaronis.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Oh, it's fine.
So I would have the meatloaf, little bread to dip in,
Okay.
and potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
Not macaroni.
No, I would want to have the potatoes. I could get macaroni all the time. Look, we're always eating.
Yeah.
We're eating pasta or macaroni,
See, like
gravy or sauce all the time because catering provided by Foggia. Italian Market and Deli.
Do you know I'm like a meatball ambassador though? Like
Right,
I'm
that's
a,
right.
Yeah.
Tell us about your show.
Yeah. Well, so I have a podcast called What's Your Jersey Podcast. Mike has been on it. Check out the episode. And I call my listeners meatballs. So hi meatballs if anyone's watching. But I just became like a spokesperson for a meatball company called The Flying Meatballs. And we just shot a bunch of commercials and cool videos and stuff. So
How great is that?
yeah. So I literally am like a meatball connoisseur. It's a thing.
Wow.
I have meatball merch. Check out the Flying Meatballs. They're amazing.
I'm jealous. I want to be a flying meatball.
I know you can be. I'll hook you up with them. Let's get
I've
them
never
to
been a
sponsor.
flying meatball, but somebody once said, "You're a fucking meatball."
Were you hanging out with Snooki? All right.
Anybody could be on TV.
No.
Well, if you're a meatball connoisseur, this one's from Foggia. What do you think?
Foggia, these are great. These are good. Are these the 3 beef? Is it beef, veal, pork? Is the Foggia guy watching? I want to know.
He might be watching. I'm sure he has the answers to these questions.
Yeah.
I don't really know 100%.
I like the
I would
veal,
say-
beef, pork meatballs the most. You need to do
Veal
that.
beef. Yeah, I think that
with
could
breadcrumb, the locatelli cheese, and some egg and parsley. If you want the recipe, you can find it. I think it's on the Locatelli website or the Embriello website. Yeah.
be. How many wooden spoons did your mom go through? You know what I'm talking about. 1.
Really?
My mother beat us with the same wooden spoon our whole lives, me and my 2 brothers. That wooden spoon is cracked in half, and it's framed on the wall in the kitchen of my house next to a pie cutter. It's in a shadow box with her oven mitt.
Oh my God, I love that.
Now, when your mother took a wooden spoon
Mhm.
and she stirred your sauce or gravy,
Mhm.
she dried it by going ding, ding, ding on
Yeah.
the side of the pot.
Yeah.
Now that made an indentation, and she'd hit it, indentation. She hit it, indentation. So the thinner it got, the more likely it was going to get to break. So I do remember when I was a kid and they took that wooden spoon and they came in on an angle like that because it was the whipping that made the slap and stung. It stung. It didn't really hurt. Everybody think it hurt you. It's a slap. It's a sting.
It's the aftershock.
It's the sting. So when it came around like that, that little edge that she was using to dry it snapped.
Yeah.
So she snapped it right on my ass.
Yeah.
And you know what she did? She taped it back together and hit me again. And used it. She never bought a new one.
She never did.
No, he never bought a new one. What's it? It's like,
because
Mom,
she's a good Italian mom. We don't need to waste money.
It's a waste of money.
Yeah, no.
There's nothing wrong with my wooden spoon.
My mom, yeah.
I've beat many kids up with this. I'm gonna beat you up.
My mom wouldn't even bother with the spoon. It was just a spanking. She was strong. She did like step aerobics and weights and stuff, so it was more effective. She just went in for it.
I remember when my mother did aerobics. When aerobics came out, I guess,
right?
like in the 80s.
Oh my God.
She used to sweat to the oldies with Richard Simmons. Ma, what are you doing? I'm sweating to the oldies.
Oh my God. I would love to see your mom doing that. Did everyone watch the video Mike posted of him and his mom on Mother's Day? It was so good. She's so funny.
Wasn't that something?
Oh my God. The comedic timing on her without trying. Mike.
Yeah, well, she didn't even know what we were doing. I'm trying to do like a replica on Goodfellas.
Yeah.
So when the director at that time was saying, hey, do this, do that, and I go, she's not going to do it, but that's what we want. We want her to do what she wants to do. Mm-hmm. And she did only what she wanted to do. And she was exhausted within 5 minutes. But we got it. It's priceless. And I'm going to play it once a year somehow. So what did you do for Mother's Day?
Should. What did I do? It's weird being out here for Mother's Day when your mom's on the East Coast.
Yeah.
I sent her like a cute outfit to wear to the Jersey Shore this summer. That's what I did. And that was about it. It wasn't very exciting.
All right, wait. Here's what's in the meatball. Veal is this state our not food of veal, or it would be in my meatballs.
Is there no veal in the state?
That's Foggia Deli. He's saying veal is this.
Is it not allowed in this state? I know when we were in Malibu, my dad tried to get veal to make meatballs, and they were like, we don't have veal. So we might not have veal in California. Is that a thing?
Is that what he's saying?
I don't know. Are we being not politically, are we canceled? You're saying veal.
I don't know, but here comes the Instagram fight.
No.
It's called sugar, not gravy or sauce. Here comes the fight.
Oh
The fuck is sugar?
Yeah, what's that?
That must be the real Italian term, either that or that's Sicilian.
Yeah, that
Is
has
that
to be
Sicilian?
Sicilian. I'm not Sicilian. Are you Sicilian?
No.
No, I'm not Sicilian.
Sicilian's dialect is so much different than
I have
what...
artichoke in my tooth.
Oh, look at all of this. Okay, we're backing up to the questions.
Okay.
Hey, Mike Marino, when you come into Palm Springs area?
Oh, let's do a show in Palm Springs.
Well, I wish we could come to Palm Springs right this weekend so we can get
Yeah.
out of LA and see what it looks like in Palm Springs.
Oh my God, I want to go. I want to go to one of those old like casino bars in Palm Springs, like a Rat Pack bar, and do a show
Oh, really?
there.
Yeah, right? Like
Wouldn't that be
Sinatra.
fun? Yeah. Do you know we're getting married in a theater that Sinatra used to perform in?
Oh, no kidding. Where?
Yeah, and you're invited.
All right.
Lennox, that you're about to get your save the date.
You're kidding.
No, I'm being serious.
Oh, well, tell everybody.
Yeah.
Can you tell everybody? Right now,
Everyone, come to my wedding.
a lot of people asking right now, where's your Instagram and where is your social media?
Mine?
So go ahead.
Oh, I'm at Jaclyn Marfuggi. JACLYNMARFUGGI. On all the things. On TikTok, I might be at the Jaclyn Marfuggi. But yeah.
Wow.
That's it. It's
Okay,
a
that's
mouthful.
cool.
Yeah.
Look at all these people writing in and asking questions.
Oh my God.
I used to put veal in it in the beginning, but California people didn't like veal.
Yep. See, yeah, you're right.
Oh, that's
it.
coming from Foggia.
Foggia.
Catering provided
It's still
by
a great meatball.
Foggia Italian
All
Market
right,
and
Mike, we got it.
We're hoping to get to Palm Springs, Debbie Delise.
Yeah.
It looks like that we're going to be performing again in New Jersey, Debbie, so we'll inform you, and maybe you and your friends would like to come. It is always my hope and my dream to return to the Paramount Theater in Asbury Park,
Yes.
which is directly across the street from the world-famous Wonder Bar and, of course, the Stone Pony, famous for Bruce Springsteen and John Bon Jovi and Jaclyn Marfuggi and Mike Marino.
You know who I was
Stevie
talking
Van
to?
Zandt.
And Stevie. I was talking to Drea De Matteo from The Sopranos and her podcast host, Chris Kushner. And Chris is actually, she used to work at the Stone Pony. And she's like from Asbury. And we just got talking because I had their Gangster Goddess wine. It's so good. And their podcast is great. If you haven't listened to their podcast, you should have them on. You're not paying attention to me.
No,
what are you reading?
now we're getting letters from Italy. This guy Gigi writes in on the show every time I do the podcast. So yes, but I want them on my show.
I know, they're
and
amazing.
I would like to be on their show.
I literally wanted to frame a message. Drea Damon, I posted a picture with their wine, and Drea said to me, I thought it was me, but hotter in the comment. Like, she literally DM'd me that, and I was like, well, I can die happy now. I think she's perfection. He's not paying attention.
No,
he's reading.
I'm paying attention.
Oh my God. Mike doesn't agree. That's it.
No, I want you to say I want you to say hello to a fan, friend, paisan from Italy. He's writing into the show right now.
Okay, who is it?
Gigi Bufano Juve 1. A lot of people wanted me to show my face on your show. And you know what? They do, buddy, because every once in a while, Gigi and I go at it because he doesn't like, supposedly, some of the Italians from New Jersey because they're a watered-down version of the Italians from Italy.
Yeah.
So I agree with him when it comes to places like, shows like Jersey Shore, shows like maybe The Real Jersey Housewives.
Yeah.
We actually happen to be authentic because our parents do come from Italy and there's nothing we can do. But if you've been watching Gigi, you'll see that there actually is a difference between our dialects because she says sauce, I say gravy. She said pasta, I said macaroni.
Yeah.
We're not ready to beat the shit out of each other over it, but it is kind of cool the way we have that difference, and yet we're having this food. Yeah. And the people who are catering provided by Foggia Italian Market Deli, he's from Italy for real.
For real.
And so is his wife himself, so you should hear the way they talk.
Oh my
you gotta
God,
meet
I would love
these
it.
people.
I
They're
want
so nice.
to. Do you know, okay, I want to know if this is actually correct. Can I curse?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Carlo Alberto Arecchia was this amazing director photographer that I worked with, and he told me "fottutamente perfetto" means fucking perfect in Italian. And I've said it for years, but I don't actually know if that means fucking perfect in Italian. So
we can ask Gigi.
Gigi, does "fottutamente perfetto," does that mean fucking perfect? Anyone?
Look at this guy's name, My Stugats.
Oh my God, stop.
My Stugats. How funny is that? Let's see if anybody else has a question for us before we get ready to start getting out of here.
Is anyone a cigar roller in New Jersey? We're looking for one for the wedding. I'm just going to start pimping this out. We have a friend of yours.
Wait a minute. Listen to this. This is coming from your new fan, Dino. Wait a minute. And also Gigi. I made a video of my Insta page called Italian Americans versus Real Italians. Could you please watch it, please? All right, we'll take a look at that. Mike, what's good from Big John Stud? When are you coming back to Mount Airy Casino? I love when people put abbreviations. Keep on going to MikeMarino.net. I hope to come and perform in your area. I'm going to bring Jaclyn with me. One of the coolest things right now. So here's Dino Mezzone, and he is in Montreal, Canada. He is president of the Italian American Lawyers Association in Canada, puts on a lot of shows, makes some movies. I did a lot of events with him out there. He does have a film festival. So let's see. Jaclyn, I make a great puttanesca sauce. I also make an addictive carbonara sauce. It's waiting for you in Montreal. And it is sauce. Mike, love you. Sorry. Well, if that's not a proposition. And here comes one from Marianne Maizano. Ragu is the real Italian.
Oh, Marianne! No!
That's fucked up. Leave it to a comedian to just twist. You know what? We'll say goodnight on Ragu.
Yeah, Ragu.
I remember I brought Ragu on home one day and my mother started crying. This is what I taught you.
Absolutely not. Oh, no.
Isn't that amazing? Look at all these people. Hey, everybody. Thank you.
Hi, guys.
Ain't gonna go.
Ciao.
I love both of you. Asbury Park is hoping to welcome you both back. We'll be there this summer.
We'll be there. Definitely. Oh, I love it.
What you said in Italian is true.
Is it? Did I do it right?
Yeah. Marianne Maizano said, yes, it does. Fucking perfecto.
Yeah. Fottutamente perfetto.
Oh, and that sounds good.
Doesn't
the way you do it.
Doesn't it sound fun? Can you try to do it?
No, I can't even.
Yes, you can.
I can't even roll my tongue. What is it?
Oh my God. It's Fatute. So say that.
Fatute
Mente.
mente.
Perfecto.
Fatute mente perfecto.
He did it.
Yeah, now
do it
go
fast.
fuck yourself. Matude mento.
How do you say go fuck yourself?
Can you watch it live, please? It's only 1 minute.
Oh my God, we get it. No.
CC's.
Yes,
There's
we'll
a lot of
watch
people
it.
who speak Italian on the show tonight. This is fantastic. Now, you know Marianne Maizano?
I do. We did a thing today, actually.
You're
I think
kidding.
it's up. Yeah. No.
You did a
Marianne?
thing with Marianne?
Yeah, she had, right before the shutdown, cast me in her Italian Chicks thing. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
we never got to do it. And so I did her podcast today.
Oh,
It was a very big Italian day.
check that out.
Yeah.
All right,
I think it just came out. I don't know. She's very funny.
well, let us hit just one quick topic because we've already been talking for an hour.
Because we didn't hit one.
No, we hit a lot of topics. In fact, Suzanne Del Clerico said this is a great show.
Oh, Susan.
Marianne Maizano said she is in my show, Mike. And Mambo, you recommend her. Remember?
Member.
Oh,
You
member.
recommended me a
I
pair.
recommended it. That's right. You were on her show because of me.
Grazie.
Well, listen, I'm having a lot of fun,
I know.
and we have a lot of food on this table.
It's too much.
And the food, catering, was
No,
provided
tell us.
by...
Tell us, Mike. I forgot.
Why don't you people say it? We had a lot of fun on tonight's show.
yeah.
Let's tell everybody where they can find you, because I will tell you, she's one of my favorite female stand-up performers in the country.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a lot of shows together.
Yes.
And if when we're ready to go shoot something really fantastic, you're going to see my younger sister, and we're going to knock it out of the ballpark.
Yeah.
So go ahead and tell everybody where we can find you.
You guys can find me, What's Your Jersey podcast, on all streaming platforms. Mike Marino's on it. And you can also just find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, all the things, at Jaclyn Marfuggi. And my website is jaclynmarfuggi.com. And you can see me tomorrow at the Haha with this guy.
Tomorrow night, Haha Comedy Club at 8 o'clock. You can find me on all social media. It's all at Mike Marino Live. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stay in touch with me on all social media. And you could also subscribe to my fan letter that comes out every Wednesday night, approximately 5 o'clock here on the West Coast, about 8 o'clock on the East Coast. Give or take a couple of minutes by going to MikeMarino.net. If you go to MikeMarino.net, you will also find out when I'm coming into your neighborhood to perform. You can watch us on YouTube, Instagram, check out my website, Twitter, LinkedIn. You can listen to us again and again on any one of your favorite podcast apps like iTunes, Google, Spotify, Anchor. And you could also listen to me on ItalianAmericanRadio.com in New York City. If anybody would like to be on the Mike Marino Show, or maybe you would like to be on the Not So Late Show, do you think you got talent? Do you want to be on the show? Just write to Mike Marino Entertainment at gmail.com. Say hello to our producer, Tatiana Blueshell, and tell her why you think you'd be a great guest on this show. And speaking of our producer, Tatiana Blueshell, let's do a nice big shout out to Tatiana. Let's give her a nice cheers like this, because she is the best.
She's the best.
We never really talk about the people behind the scenes enough. They're the ones responsible for making these shows happen. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know whose house I'm in. So thank you. Thank you to our incredible producer, Tatiana Blueshell, for making this happen. Also making the Not So Late Show happen, which happens the last Sunday of every month at 7 o'clock with some of the most incredible performers.
Yes.
Oh, we forgot one thing. Could you hand me that bag?
Oh.
When you have a great dinner and you have a lot of fun, you got to close out with some snacks. These are not,
Hold it up.
say it.
Do it. Do the thing.
Oh yeah, you got to put your hand
Yeah,
behind
I
it in a
guess
specific way
This one
so that
doesn't
you
look
can be an
right.
influencer.
There it is.
I already opened the bag
Yeah, what did you do?
because I'm like a child. My mother would have kicked the shit out of me if I did this. Look at the way I opened it
You
too.
ruined
You're
it.
like an idiot.
Those look good.
These are unbelievable. Napolitan cubes.
Oh my god.
They're sugar and they taste like coffee. They're absolutely fantastic. We got to get going. Thank you everybody so much for watching this episode of Live from My Mother's Basement with me, Mike Marino. Let's remember to make America Italian again. You don't know nothing, you don't see nothing, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By always saying the same thing.
Don't take no shit from nobody. Pottemente perfetto.
Yeah, pepe. Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.